What is up, obscure mic people? It is me. It is Bark, the guy who refers to himself in the third name. That's not really my name, yada yada. Today, I've got one that I literally bought because I couldn't find a video on it. I've been curious about this for a while. It is the Vocaster DM14v end address dynamic microphone from Focusrite. This used to, and still does, I think, come in the Vocaster 2 podcaster pack, and then they put it on sale by itself for $199. To which I said, nah, dog, nah. I mean, it looks cool enough to be $199, but if there's one thing we've learned about Focusrite is that their microphones are generally not unique. The CM25, definitely a mass-produced, just basic mic, small diaphragm. The circuit board's good enough, as you saw in my short versus the CAD E100S. Circuit board's fine, so I mean, it's a fun moddable mic. And I think this might be a fun moddable mic too, but if I had to guess, which I don't have to, because I already know, this is a mass-produced microphone. There's just a few things that are different about it, but for the most part, this thing is definitely made overseas and is mass-produced. Does that mean it sounds bad or anything like that? No, it does not. That does not mean that. The Vocaster DM14v. Let's look at it real quick in an unboxing, and I'll explain to you what I'm talking about with this being a mass-produced microphone and not unique, and hardly anyway. When you open the box to the Vocaster DM14v, you're going to immediately see some documentation. We don't care much about that because there's probably no specs on it anyways, not even looking. Now you do get a XLR to XLR cable. Looks pretty nice. Looks similar to the ones that come with the Saramonic mics that Saramonic are sitting over, which I like these cables quite a bit. And then in this nice little polyurethane bag, you get the microphone, the Focusrite Vocaster DM14v. All metal body, feels really good in the hand, nice and weighty. XLR on the back, no other bells or whistles whatsoever. Looking at the other side, you get the Vocaster logo on both sides. Hip, hip, hooray, I guess. It does come with a 5/8 3/8 adapter, a nice yoke mount, metal knobs, metal twisting mount. It's all, you know, very solid quality. It feels great. The pop filter pops off with a little rubber gasket, easy to pull off there. The SM7B grill twists right off. And then, just wait for it, this capsule. I recognized this capsule immediately. I knew exactly what I was looking at here, and I knew exactly what this was as soon as I took that grill off. And what that was is the T.bone BC500, which, as you can see here, has the same capsule, the same twist-off grill. It is literally the same mic, but a different back shell. And I've got that mic in my hand, and it feels just as good. Nice and weighty, half yoke, not rounded here, but other than that, very similar. The way you get to the capsule is similar. The capsule looks identical, and this actually has a few filter switches, so this might be a better value, the BC500 from T.bone. I actually kind of like this mic, and if I had to say so, and I will hook this up, I mean, this is fine too. It's not great. Like, there is a height, grainy vibration at the top in my ears that I don't like. So it is just kind of, it's got that one frequency at the very top that's just a little much. That's just a little too ripply. And I don't care for that much. But otherwise, the rest of the sound coming out of this mic, pretty solid. So it's not like I hate the mic. I don't. I think it's pretty good. The build quality is great. It sounds okay. I could use it. It would get on my nerves after a while. I would have to roll off that frequency at the top. But I will say, they lowered the price of this to $129.99. That's okay. The build is great. If you want to throw your own capsule in there, I don't know how easy that'll be. I don't know exactly what the mount is in there, what it's like, but I'm sure it could be done. Not done easily. So I recommend, if you don't like the way it sounds, don't spend the money on it just to have to capsule replace it. I'm not going to capsule replace it. In fact, I'll have to make a decision on which one of these two I keep, because I'm pretty damn sure they're the same microphone through and through. Let's plug this in just to see if the sound is exactly the same. The T.bone BC500. This is what it sounds like, and I think it is real close. It might be no. I think it's about the same. This might have just a little bit of a flatter response in the mids than just a little, maybe just a little. Might have something to do with the grill. The grill's a little different. But at least this, you can adjust it. A little presence boost there in the mid. So now it's a little more present in the mid range, but you know, it's the same mic, same capsule, same mic. And I put it back to flat mode just so you can hear once again when I switch from one to the other. And now we're back on the Vocaster DM14v. So there you have it. In my opinion, they are the exact same mic with just a little different shell, and they both feel great. And this one was about $100, which I got a nice stand with it. It does have some filter switches on there, so you got that. If I had to pick between the two, I'd go with the BC500 for the filters, and the fact that at the end of the day, it was about $30 cheaper. I think. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was like shipping $120, and this is about $132, $35-ish. Either way, I'm talking a lot. I don't love that, though. I just don't love when so many different mics use the same capsule. That's the problem you got with dynamics, and that's what slowly pushes me more towards condensers. That's why the Lauten Audio LS208 might be that mic for me. Like, yeah, condensers use the same capsules across a lot of mics. Like, there's not every capsule is unique with condensers either, but there's a lot more room to make that capsule your own with internals. You could do that with a dynamic too, but most dynamics don't have PCBs, circuit boards, parts. They don't have them for the most part. If I had to guess, well, this one has them, but this is probably wired directly to the XLR. When you see a dynamic capsule for like the third or fourth time, which Universal Audio SD1, I believe it is, Bandrew thought it sounded a little better than the Music Villa MV3, which is the same thing as this, or MV7, can't remember. I think it's MV3. But at the end of the day, you know, it's the same capsule. And it's a little aggravating, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and run this thing through its paces. I'm going to do plosives first. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pineapple pizza. That's the good thing about these mics. Plosives, not really an issue. You got the foam, you got the grill. Like, it doesn't get any better than this style of mic for plosives. It just doesn't. And when you get up on it, you can still eke some proximity effect out of it, getting right on it, but not real bassy because you're still about an inch off the capsule. I digress, though. I forgot that I put this on my boom arm. Probably not the best decision. That's okay. Quick releases are awesome. So, talking into the front of the microphone, now we're going to go 90 degrees off axis. Off axis rejection is really good. 180 degrees on the mic, 90 degrees on the microphone, and then back around to the front of the microphone. The off-axis rejection is quite good. And I expect it to be because the body of the mic is quite good. The foam of the mic is quite good. So at the end of the day, you can get this mic in a litany of variations. By litany, I mean 3. But nonetheless, there are different versions of this microphone. Am I reviewing something for the second or third time? Yes, I am. Does it look different and have a pretty red ring on it and is generally a really well-built mic? Yes, it is. If it's something that you like, then you just have to make the decision of whether to go for the T.bone, the Music Villa, the Universal Audio SD1, which doesn't sound different enough to justify another $100 in my opinion. Not at all. So out of those, I would go with the T.bone because you can get it even shipped from overseas a little cheaper, and you get filter switches. And I kind of like the half yoke myself. I mean, I just like it a little bit better. This is fine. You know, it's an okay mic. On the BB-SAR, I would give it a 6 because it is slightly above average and it is worth the cost because of just the build and everything. It's fine. You know, if I had to choose between this and the exact same price Q9X from Samson, I'd probably go with the Samson Q9X. I like the sound better. It is smoother. It's not quite as present, but with the mid boost on, it is. So I don't know. This isn't really one of those go out and grab it mics, in my opinion. It's a 6, slightly above average. It is worth the cost, in my opinion, but not by much. And it's still aggravating to know that it's the same mic as multiple other models out there. It's just no fun. It is not fun. I was excited about getting this, and as soon as I saw the capsule, I was like, shit. There goes that. There goes the excitement. And when I spoke into it, I thought, that's not great. It's not very smooth. Something off about it. Don't like it. Don't hate it. Just don't love it. It's fine. This is the epitome of fine. It's fine. Just like my channel. That's fine. That's fine. He's got a fine channel. It's all good. The Vocaster DM14v is out of here. If you want it, reach out. I'll make you a deal. I don't want it. It's got to go. Throw an interface in with it for what I paid for it or something. I don't know. But the DM14V's out of here. Bark's out of here. Thanks for watching another one. I was grouchy on this one. I wanted to like this thing. I wanted it to be like a sleeper mic. And instead, it's a hibernating mic. Just like this was before I pulled it back out. It's been in the box for months. Obscure Mics. Peace out.